George Washington, Martin Luther King, Joan of Arc, and Oprah Winfrey. Now I know, very random people. But what do they all have in common? I like the way you think, Stony Brook students. That's right, they've all been effective leaders. Hi guys, my name is Nicole, and I am currently a career counseling intern, or better known as a CCI, at Stony Brook's Career Center. So as summer's approaching, it's 'tis the season for internships and for some of us full-time work. So you're probably asking yourself, okay, I got that great internship or full-time job, but now what? I really wanted to speak to you guys about how to find the leader within you, or more specifically, how to be a great leader in the workplace. Alright, so here are a couple of tips that I'm going to give you of how to do that. Alright, so the first tip is being self-aware. A lot of us know our strengths and really don't focus on our weaknesses. And what you need to realize is that being a leader, people are going to be looking up to you. So it's really important to be self-aware and figure out what our strengths and weaknesses are. So let's say, for instance, one of your strengths is that you're a great presenter. That's wonderful, and that's a great example that you could show your team. But at the same time, you know that you are a chronic procrastinator. I know for me, that is a horrible weakness. So I ask myself all the time, how can I improve upon this? So maybe you can find some literature on procrastination, or maybe you can use the web to your advantage and find some tips on there about how to kind of improve upon your procrastination. It's all about working up to a certain point. You know, we have to be realistic with ourselves and not be as hard on ourselves and realize that we're human. So your team's going to respect you more by the fact that you are taking time to improve upon yourself. So really take the time to look and see what you can improve on and what your strengths are. Okay, my second tip is to communicate. A lot of the times communication can be difficult because we're all so busy with what we're doing and we kind of just assume that people know what we're thinking. And that's probably one of the worst things that you can do in a workplace or just in life in general. You want to make sure with your team that you are able to communicate effectively about what you want from them. And for you to really listen to what they need from you. You can't just assume that they understand what you're saying. If you're giving out projects or different things that you want them to do, you want to be able to describe that to them in a way that's clear and concise. If someone comes up to you and is speaking to you, you really want to listen to them. A lot of the times what happens is that we just assume we know. And sometimes people say things but really mean another thing. And in order to really lead effectively, we have to be able to not only listen to what they're saying, but listen to what they're not saying. My third tip is to find a mentor. Here at the Career Center, we have something called ZebraCam, and this involves finding a professional in your field of interest and being able to give an informational interview, which is a great chance to really switch the tables on interviewing and have you ask the questions. So you can find out their ups and downs and where they started and where they are now and if they were ever confused about what they wanted to do. To be an effective leader, you really want to be able to look at other people who lead and be able to almost fake it till you make it. You know, look at how they do it and maybe emulate them, copy them. And before you know it, you're not only building upon yourself, but you're using the strength that you've seen other leaders. You've seen them be confident and you've seen them lead effectively. So you can add that to your own repertoire and be an even better leader than you were to begin with. Fourth tip, be proactive. Let's just say, for instance, you're sitting at your desk and it is a Wednesday and it's almost time to leave and you don't know what to do with yourself. This is a perfect opportunity to get yourself noticed. So take the leadership role. Maybe get your team together and be like, you know what, this project is due next week, but let's get it done now. Or maybe you can start your own project within yourself and and get that started to show your boss that you have a new idea. It's all about getting yourself noticed and taking that initiative and being a great leader. You know, it's all about growing and being able to take that step up to the plate, even though there may not be anyone else there. And your team's going to respect that, and your supervisor's going to respect that. My final tip is take a class. Here at the Career Center, we have plenty of workshops and events that are happening every day. So for instance, let's say we just had a couple of events, how to use social media to create opportunities for yourself. We also had one about personal branding, and we also just had AT&T here on retail leadership development. It was a phone conference. So let's say you went to the social media workshop. You can use that to your advantage. So use social media as a way to show your leadership skills. It's going to make you different and separate you from the crowd. Some final thoughts on leadership. So you always want to make sure that you are a great team player. Just because you are the leader does not mean that you don't have to be part of the team. A great team can do great things. And if you can effectively inspire your team, you can conquer anything. So it's all about communicating and listening and being there for them. Another final thought would be act with confidence. You know, there's nothing worse than seeing someone whose head is down and shoulders swagging and just, you know, not a confident person. People are going to be looking up to you, and you want to be able to hold your head high with your shoulders back and show them what a good leader is about. You never know who you're inspiring, and you are really guiding the boat. You want to be noticed. You want people to look up to you. So act with confidence. Maybe there is an instance where you're given a project that you may not, is a little bit out of your comfort zone. That's okay. Make it till you make it. You know, act confident. Ask your team to help you. That's what a team is for. And just a quote that I find inspiring about leadership. It states, the task of being leadership, having leadership, is not to put greatness into people, but to elect greatness, because greatness is within everyone, and it's up to you to get that greatness out. So really understand that everyone has their own special greatness within them, and it's up to you as a leader to grab that out of them. And don't forget to grab that out of you. Make sure that you remember that you're great, and you can pull that out of yourself as well. Thank you so much, guys, for taking your time out of your day to look at my vlog. Come down to the Career Center. It's at the end of the Zebra Pass. You can also visit us on our website at stonybrook.edu/Career Center, or you can find us on Facebook at Stony Brook Career Center, or you can follow us on Twitter at SB Career Center. I hope you guys visit us soon, and good luck with everything that you do during the summer. Bye, guys!